Hey traders, it's August 24th, Tuesday morning. You see I entered at 10:14. I entered 100 shares along with a SPY, and the basic reason for that was basically you see on the daily chart here that we have 4 days of selling, and today we actually gapped down on bad unemployment around 8:30, and then housing data around 10. And but what you can see is basically we have a perhaps right shoulder forming here, and the neckline here, so left shoulder head, right shoulder, and basically we do have a little bit of support right here, and we're oversold on the stochastic, so taking a chance, but I think it's a high probability setup here that especially gapping down 2 points, and then we got this high volume sell off, and then buyers started coming in. So I think it's a possibility that we at least get to 107. I would think, but on a daily, it says perhaps 113, and then let's see, so it'd be actually 126 if we were to and complete this head and shoulders and actually get through the neckline. It's been about 10 minutes, and I will continue to hold it unless it breaks 105.54 around that region. But I think it's a good step. So just a recap, just a update on what I've done. So I got in the SPY here at 10:14. It's now 11:14, so it's been an hour. On its way up, I added a little bit, and then in this small pullback, I added a little more only because of the volume here. The red bars were very light compared to the green bars. I took 100 shares off of the SPY at 105.83, and then about I want to say 25 minutes later, I peeled a little more off of the SPY at 105.92, and basically the reason for that is we're up at this gap here, and the stochastics here are overbought at the moment, and it's going to need a little more time before it can actually fill this gap. So I took some off, and when we come back down here, or when I think it's appropriate, I look to add a little more. But just wanted to basically take off some risk, and let 100 ride, and that's basically why I had added a little more down here. Why bought 200 more for a total of 300 shares. So that's the reason so far. That's the logic. The logic that I have right now, and the stop will absolutely be this 105.50 level. Hopefully we don't get down there, but it looks like the volumes are already kind of drying up a little bit. It's also 11:17, so we're getting into that lunchtime hour. But the red compared to the green, there's less selling compared to the buying. So I'm pretty confident that this is going to work, but we'll see what happens. Hey traders, back here. Just added another 100 at 83, and my stop is 75 cents. We here we're creating a consolidation. It looks like kind of like a flag here, but the stochastics are oversold, and this is possible area where we could start getting a bounce to actually fill the gap to 107. So, but tight stop. I can actually get stopped out right now. So I'll pause the video and then resume. Hey traders, back here. I actually wanted to purchase in another 100 shares of SPY here. We're getting pretty low here. It was close to my stop. My stop, like I said, was 75 cents. I got in at 78 and was just looking to build a position. If I got stopped out, I got stopped out. But it was, low risk to, what I, see as 107 being the target today. And perhaps I'll look to probably sell some of this if it gets up to 106. Sell 100 shares or whatnot. But yeah, that's about it. If I have anything else, I'll let you know. Okay, so just update. So I had entered, bought 100 at 83 and another 100 at 78, and just sold 100 at 106 just to limit a little bit of risk. I have the shares to kind of play around with. So this is how I like to work, and this is more of an experiment today than anything really, because usually I'm just dealing with 100 shares. But I was kind of confident with the whole pattern and how the daily looked and stuff like that, so I took on a little more risk. But so now the stop will be, it's gonna. I'm going to move it up here and say that 105.85 is the limit, and I'm going to let the rest of this run, and hopefully, I don't really like these Bollinger Bands, how they look. I'd rather have, like, the lower Bollinger Band starting a downturn and the other one upturn. But still like it. I think it has a little more room to run, even though the stochastics are coming up to the overbought area. Which these things are working out perfectly today, really. The stochastics, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. But we'll see what happens. I will resume the video if anything new happens. Okay, so I exited the remainder of that position at pretty much 106, and reasons for that is I'm looking at Goldman Sachs, and I kind of like to look at the banks, as I believe it kind of determines the overall market. If the banks are doing good, then the market will follow, and we're getting into an oversold area here on the stochastics, and Goldman didn't even make it up there. I do like how the volume is kind of drying up here. Potential for another pop, but I'm not. Pretty much I want to take the money off the table and call it a day, pretty much. So pretty much I started this around 10:14 in the morning, and it's now 1:38 in the afternoon. And even though I kind of do believe that we will be filling this gap here that we made in the morning with the data that came out, I'd rather just take my $168 and be happy and not be greedy.